Even for a royal, there's something utterly magical about discovering a Georgian masterpiece that has been waiting patiently in the wings for its moment to shine, like a perfectly preserved time capsule where red brick glows with honeyed warmth, and every architectural detail whispers stories of master craftsmen who understood that true elegance never goes out of style. Indeed, Forest Lodge represents that rare breed of English country house where mathematical precision meets romantic sensibility, where Flemish-bond brickwork creates textural poetry across facades that have weathered centuries while somehow growing more beautiful with each passing season. And when you consider that this architectural jewel sits within 4,800 acres of ancient royal parkland, where morning mist drifts between oak trees that have stood sentinel for centuries, and where the very air seems perfumed with history and possibility, you begin to understand why this particular house has captured hearts and imaginations for generations. Therefore, on today's episode of Old Money Mansions, we'll explore how Prince William and Princess Kate's new home is being transformed into the ultimate expression of contemporary royal living, where period authenticity meets modern family needs in the most enchanting possible way. Deep within Windsor Great Park's ancient boundaries, Forest Lodge emerges from its wooded sanctuary like a perfectly preserved love letter to Georgian architectural excellence, its red brick facade glowing with the honeyed patina that only centuries of English weather can bestow. This Grade Two-listed mansion, born during the 1770s when Georgian design reached its golden age, represents everything we treasure about 18th century domestic architecture. Mathematical precision disguised as effortless elegance. The 9-bay frontage creates visual poetry through symmetry, with the central 3 bays projecting forward to emphasize the main entrance while maintaining the harmonious proportions that make Georgian buildings so timelessly satisfying. 6 chimneys punctuate the roofline with architectural rhythm, while Flemish-bond red brickwork tells stories of master craftsmen who understood that quality construction creates buildings capable of sheltering families for centuries. The entrance showcases Georgian detailing at its most refined, stuccoed pilasters supporting a dentil cornice frame the doorway with classical authority, immediately establishing this building's architectural pedigree. 9 bay windows, including spectacular recessed Venetian windows with gauged brick arches, demonstrate the Georgian genius for flooding interiors with natural light while creating panoramic views that connect indoor living with landscape beauty. The mansion's interior reveals 8 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms arranged according to Georgian principles that prioritized both family privacy and elegant entertaining, creating spaces that feel simultaneously grand and livable. Forest Lodge's spectacular ballroom represents the crown jewel of Georgian domestic architecture, where soaring ceilings adorned with elaborate plasterwork create an atmosphere of refined grandeur that has welcomed distinguished guests for generations. Magnificent chandeliers illuminate these ornate ceiling details with dancing light that transforms even ordinary evenings into occasions worthy of celebration, casting warm glows across plasterwork representing the finest craftsmanship of its era. Original stonework throughout the mansion provides tactile connections to Georgian building traditions, while elaborate plaster cornices create sophisticated transitions between walls and ceilings that demonstrate the period's obsession with perfect proportions. Marble fireplaces serve dual roles as practical heating sources and decorative focal points, each representing unique examples of Georgian stonework with classical surrounds that reflect the era's marriage of beauty and function. The half-barrel vaulted hallway ceiling creates immediate drama from the moment visitors enter, demonstrating the architectural ambition that distinguished the finest Georgian country houses from merely adequate residences. 6-paneled doors throughout preserve period authenticity, while the mansion's Venetian windows create interior spaces that feel connected to Windsor Great Park's natural beauty through their classical 3-part composition. Modern amenities include a tennis court for contemporary recreation, while the mansion's setting within 4,800 acres of royal parkland provides privacy and natural beauty that money cannot purchase elsewhere. This remarkable combination of historical significance, architectural beauty, and practical functionality explains why Prince William and Kate have chosen Forest Lodge as the foundation for their family's future, though their journey to this decision required navigating some of the most challenging circumstances any royal family has faced in recent memory. Prince William and Kate's choice of Forest Lodge as their forever home springs from a profound need to escape memories that transformed their previous sanctuary into a repository of pain and uncertainty. The Wales family's journey toward Forest Lodge began with optimism at Adelaide Cottage, where their August 2022 move from Kensington Palace promised greater privacy for their children and precious final months near Queen Elizabeth II. Adelaide Cottage seemed perfect, a four-bedroom retreat within Windsor Great Park, where Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis could experience something approaching normal childhood while remaining close to their beloved great-grandmother. Cruel fate intervened just 2 weeks after their August 26th arrival, when Queen Elizabeth II died peacefully at Balmoral Castle on September 8th, transforming their hoped-for sanctuary into a place forever shadowed by grief. Windsor has become their home, a royal source revealed to the BBC. However, over the last few years, while they have lived at Adelaide Cottage, there have been some really difficult times. William would later describe the period that followed as the hardest year of my life, a devastating admission from someone who lost his mother at 15 and understood profound grief intimately. The crushing blow arrived in 2024 when Kate entered the London clinic on January 16th for what Kensington Palace described as planned abdominal surgery, a procedure expected to be routine and uncomplicated. Post-operative tests revealed cancer's presence, news that came as a huge shock, as Kate later revealed in her emotional video message, shattering any remaining sense of security their family retreat had provided. By late February 2024, Kate had begun a course of preventative chemotherapy, launching months of treatment that would keep the 42-year-old princess largely absent from both public duties and family activities. Adelaide Cottage's modest rooms witnessed William's impossible balancing act as he managed 3 young children's needs while supporting his wife through cancer treatment and maintaining his royal obligations. The crisis deepened when King Charles III received his own cancer diagnosis in February 2024, leaving William to shoulder unprecedented responsibility as both heir to the throne and primary family caregiver. As heir to the throne, the burden falls directly on his shoulders, observed News Corp columnist Louise Roberts, capturing the extraordinary pressure William faced during these months. Every corner of Adelaide Cottage held reminders of stress and uncertainty. The breakfast table where William explained Mummy's absence, the living room where chemotherapy schedules were discussed in whispers, the bedrooms where worried children asked difficult questions. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, aged 11, 9, and 6 during their mother's illness, experienced their home as a place of whispered conversations, cancelled plans, and the palpable worry that permeated every family gathering. William's emotional breaking point became public during his November 2024 Cape Town visit, where he made a remarkably candid admission that shocked royal watchers. Honestly, it's been dreadful. It's probably been the hardest year in my life, William told reporters in what was described as a wide-ranging and surprisingly personal interview. His use of brutal proved particularly striking. I'm so proud of my wife, I'm proud of my father for handling the things that they have done. But from a personal family point of view, it's been brutal. Adelaide Cottage, intended as their family sanctuary, had become inextricably linked with the darkest chapter of their married life, its walls holding memories too painful for a family seeking to heal and move forward. This Georgian masterpiece now carries the weight of their expectations for renewal, though its own fascinating history reveals how royal properties have long served as both witnesses to drama and sanctuaries for fresh beginnings. Forest Lodge's transformation from simple country house to royal sanctuary gains deeper resonance when we explore the rich tapestry of connections that have woven this Georgian masterpiece into the fabric of British royal history over 2.5 centuries. Originally known as Holly Grove during its 1770s construction, the mansion's journey toward royal significance began when Spencer Mackay purchased the property in 1803, bringing with him the complex legacy of Caribbean plantation wealth that characterized much English country house ownership. Mackay's sugar plantations in British Guiana, including the Lusignan, Cane Grove and Annandale estates, represent a sobering reminder of how colonial profits funded many of England's architectural treasures, adding historical complexity to Forest Lodge's elegant facade. The Crown's acquisition on June 27, 1829, during the Duke of Wellington's premiership, marked the property's official entry into royal service as the designated residence for the Deputy Ranger of Windsor Great Park. This transformation reflected both the mansion's architectural quality and its strategic importance within the royal estate, establishing a precedent for royal occupancy that would span generations. Distinguished early residents included Sir William Fremantle, Francis Seymour, who became the 5th Marquess of Hertford, and the Honourable Augustus Liddell, each contributing to the property's growing reputation as a residence of particular distinction. The most fascinating chapter in the mansion's nomenclature occurred in 1936, when King Edward VIII expressed his desire for Forest Lodge to be let to Sir John Aird, his equerry, triggering heated discussions about the property's identity. Aird found Holly Grove distasteful and lobbied successfully for Forest Lodge, a name that has endured for nearly 90 years and perfectly captures the building's intimate relationship with its ancient woodland setting. The mansion nearly became home to Princess Anne and Captain Mark Phillips in 1975, when it was strongly tipped as their potential residence, demonstrating the property's consistent appeal to royal family members seeking privacy and comfort. More recently, reports suggested Queen Elizabeth II planned to offer Forest Lodge to Sarah Ferguson following her divorce from Prince Andrew in 1998, though Prince Philip reportedly vetoed this arrangement. These near misses make William and Kate's eventual choice feel almost predestined, as if the Georgian mansion had been waiting for the right royal family to recognize its potential as a permanent sanctuary. The comprehensive £1.5 million restoration, completed in 2001, ensured the building's preservation while adapting it for contemporary royal use, addressing both structural needs and decorative details. William and Kate's commitment to making Forest Lodge their permanent home represents a revolutionary departure from the expectation that reigning monarchs reside at Buckingham Palace, a tradition maintained since 1837. This is for the long term, and it's their intention to stay in Forest Lodge once he becomes king, sources revealed to the Daily Mail, emphasizing the historic nature of their commitment. The couple reportedly wants to continue to do the school run, even if they are king and queen, prioritizing their children's stability over ceremonial expectations in a decision that mirrors modern parenting values. This approach aligns with King Charles's preference for Clarence House over Buckingham Palace, which remains under massive renovation expected to continue until 2027, creating precedent for more flexible royal housing arrangements. Forest Lodge's formal reception rooms will host state occasions and charitable events, while comfortable family areas offer sanctuary for homework sessions, family dinners, and the countless small moments that create lasting bonds, though implementing this vision requires navigating complex practical considerations and public expectations. As William and Kate prepare to transform Forest Lodge into their permanent sanctuary, every practical detail reflects their determination to create a home that serves both their family's immediate needs and their long-term vision for royal living in the 21st century. The couple's commitment to financing their move entirely through private funds demonstrates their sensitivity to public opinion and their desire to ensure no additional cost to taxpayers during challenging economic times. As Prince of Wales, William receives substantial income from the 700-year-old Duchy of Cornwall, which generated profits of £22.9 million in the past financial year from its extensive portfolio valued at over £1 billion. This financial independence allows the Wales family to make housing decisions based on their personal preferences and family needs, rather than government budget considerations or public funding constraints. Forest Lodge's estimated value of approximately £16 million on the open market reflects both its architectural significance and its prime location within one of England's most prestigious royal estates. The royal couple will pay market rent to the Crown Estate, which owns the property as part of the monarch's holdings, creating the unusual but not unprecedented situation where King Charles, as the freeholder, will serve as his son's landlord. The Wales family's move has generated some controversy due to the displacement of two families who were asked to vacate cottages near Forest Lodge that had been converted from the property's former stables. They were told to move out, a source revealed to the Daily Mail. I guess they were given somewhere else, but they were told they had to move. They were not expecting it. However, reports confirm that no eviction notices were served, and both families have been relocated to similar or better housing within the 4,800-acre Windsor Great Park, remaining in Crown Estate properties. For William and Kate, Forest Lodge offers significant practical advantages that will enhance their daily family life in ways that extend far beyond mere convenience. Located just 4 miles from Adelaide Cottage, the new residence is approximately 10 minutes closer to Lambrook School, where Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are all enrolled. This shorter commute will make school runs easier for William and Kate, who frequently accompany their children personally as part of their commitment to providing as normal a family experience as possible. The move also positions the family strategically for Prince George's anticipated enrollment at Eton College in September, the prestigious institution attended by both William and Prince Harry. Following their established pattern at Adelaide Cottage, the family will not employ live-in staff at Forest Lodge, reflecting William and Kate's commitment to maintaining family privacy and autonomy in their personal space. Instead, their longtime nanny, Maria Turian Baralo, and housekeepers are expected to live nearby in smaller estate properties, allowing them to provide professional support while respecting the family's desire for intimate family time. Recent reports indicate that Forest Lodge has become a hive of activity as preparations for the royal family's arrival intensify throughout late 2025. Builders have been observed working behind privacy screens, suggesting significant internal modifications to adapt the Georgian mansion for contemporary royal living while preserving its historical character. A metal fence with black mesh privacy screens has been erected around the front of the house, providing additional security while maintaining the mansion's architectural dignity. Planning applications approved by the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead in August 2025 authorised minor internal and external alterations, including window removal, fireplace modifications, and other renovations that will modernise the property without compromising its Georgian integrity. The Wales family is expected to move into Forest Lodge by Christmas 2025, creating new holiday traditions in a home they intend to occupy for decades to come, though the implications of their choice extend far beyond personal comfort. As Prince William and Kate prepare to cross the threshold of Forest Lodge for the first time as permanent residents, they carry with them not only the hopes for their family's future, but also the weight of transforming how the British monarchy approaches the most fundamental question of all: what makes a house a home? Their choice of Forest Lodge as their forever home represents far more than a residential decision. It embodies a philosophy of royal living that prioritizes family stability, personal healing, and authentic relationship over the ceremonial grandeur that has traditionally defined monarchical life. The mansion's Georgian elegance provides the perfect architectural framework for this evolution, offering spaces that can seamlessly transition from intimate family moments to the formal occasions that royal duty requires. The spectacular ballroom with its soaring ceilings and elaborate plasterwork stands ready to host state receptions and charitable galas, while the comfortable family rooms offer sanctuary for homework sessions, movie nights, and the countless small moments that create lasting family bonds. This flexibility reflects William and Kate's vision of modern royalty, maintaining the dignity and accessibility that the Crown requires while ensuring their children experience the stability and love that every family deserves. Forest Lodge's 8 bedrooms provide not just accommodation, but the promise of permanence, offering Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis the rare gift of growing up in a single-family home throughout their formative years. The mansion's half-barrel vaulted hallway will echo with the sounds of children racing to school, returning from adventures in Windsor Great Park, and eventually bringing their own children to visit the grandparents who chose love and healing over tradition and ceremony. The marble fireplaces that have warmed Georgian gentlemen and Victorian ladies will now provide cosy gathering places for a modern royal family, while the Venetian windows that once framed carriages and horses will now look out on school runs and family bicycles. Forest Lodge's transformation from the house where they endured the hardest year at nearby Adelaide Cottage to the sanctuary where they will build their future demonstrates the power of architecture to both hold difficult memories and create space for new beginnings. The mansion's walls will never know the weight of Kate's chemotherapy treatments or William's sleepless nights wondering about his wife's health and his father's diagnosis. Instead, Forest Lodge will witness recovery, celebration, and the gradual return of joy to a family that has proven their resilience in the face of extraordinary challenges. The decision to break with centuries of royal tradition by remaining at Forest Lodge even after William's accession to the throne speaks to their determination to prioritize their children's stability over ceremonial expectations. This is for the long term, and it's their intention to stay in Forest Lodge once he becomes king, sources confirm, establishing a precedent that future generations of royals may follow. This choice reflects a modern understanding that effective monarchy requires authentic personal relationships and stable family foundations, recognizing that a king and queen who are genuinely happy and secure in their private lives can better serve their public roles. Their commitment to doing the school run, even if they are king and queen, demonstrates how they intend to normalize royal family life while maintaining the dignity and accessibility that their positions require. Forest Lodge will become a living laboratory for 21st century monarchy, demonstrating how royal families can maintain their unique role in national life while providing their children with the love, stability, and normality that creates confident, compassionate adults. As William and Kate prepare to begin this new chapter at Forest Lodge, they are writing not just their own family's story, but helping to define what monarchy will look like for future generations. In choosing healing over tradition, family stability over ceremonial grandeur, and authentic relationship over royal protocol, William and Kate have found in Forest Lodge not just a house, but a foundation for the future of the monarchy itself. And now, we'd like to see you in the comments. What do you think of William and Kate's new home? Is it absolutely to their taste, or do they deserve something else? We look forward to hearing from you, and thanks for joining another episode of Old Money Luxury.